Welcome! If you're a Pansy Home Care Memory Care partner, you already know that some days can be a real challenge. But what if I told you that the biggest hurdle in dementia care can often be overcome with just one simple shift in your thinking? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to dig into. How this one idea can totally transform your work and, more importantly, the lives of the people you support.
So let me paint a picture for you, one that might feel a little too familiar. Let's talk about Mrs. B. She's living with dementia and, well, she's gone through 4 caregivers. Her daughter is just at her wit's end. And the feedback is always the same. The caregivers were just trying to get tasks done, and it made Mrs. B feel like they were just taking over her house. It's this really frustrating cycle, and it happens all the time.
And that really brings us to the big question, right? Why does this keep happening? All of this frustration for Mrs. B, for her daughter, and you know what? For the caregivers too, it can start to feel like it's just part of the job. But it doesn't have to be. We can absolutely break this cycle.
Okay, so to solve this puzzle, we have to start by understanding that the resistance we see, it isn't a choice. It's not a personality flaw. It is a symptom, a direct result of physical changes that are literally happening inside the brain.
I mean, just take a look at this. On the left, you've got a healthy brain, and on the right, one with advanced Alzheimer's. The difference is wow. There's so much shrinkage. This is why it's so helpful to think of dementia as, basically, brain failure. It's not a choice. Parts of the brain are physically dying, and that completely changes how a person experiences reality.
Now, this physical brain change leads to a condition with a very tricky name, anosognosia. It's a mouthful, I know, but it's so important. It basically means the brain can't recognize that it has a problem. And get this, it affects about 95% of people living with dementia. So they genuinely, truly do not believe anything is wrong with them.
And right here, this is where it should all click. When someone with dementia refuses your help, it's not them being stubborn. Just try to imagine it from their world. A stranger is in your home insisting you have a problem that you 100% believe doesn't exist. Of course you'd resist. So trying to force a task on them is like trying to argue with their reality. And that's a fight you will never, ever win.
So if that's the problem, what on earth is the solution? Okay, this next part, this is the aha moment. This is the game changer. It's the shift that turns care from a constant battle into a true partnership. Honestly, this is the very heart of what it means to be a Pansy Home Care Memory Care partner.
I just love this note. It's so simple, but it says everything, doesn't it? Well, that's the task. But what is the goal? The whole idea is right there. It's about stopping ourselves from asking, what task do I need to complete? And instead asking, what is the human goal we are trying to achieve together?
Let's break this down with a real-world example. The task is give a shower. Man, that just sounds like a battle waiting to happen, right? It's a yes or no thing. But what's the goal? The goal is to help the person feel clean, feel comfortable, feel dignified. And suddenly you've got so many options. Maybe today it's a warm washcloth service. Maybe it's just a partial wash-up. Maybe it's just agreeing to try again in an hour. The focus moves from the checklist to their well-being, and that is how you build trust.
Okay, so how do we actually do this? How do we put this into practice? Let's look at a simple framework you can use every single day, on every single shift. Here at Pansy Home Care, these 7 steps are our roadmap to success. Now, every single one of these is critical, but today, we're really going to hammer home the 2 foundational principles, the ones that make all the other steps even possible. And it all starts right here. Step 1, relationship over task. It's so simple, but it's everything. You can't achieve a goal with someone who doesn't trust you or feel safe with you. That connection, that feeling of being on their team, it has to come first, always.
And here it is again, our key idea. This is the engine that drives your success. This is the mindset you bring to every single thing you do. You are not there to do things to a person. You are there to achieve a goal with them, honoring their reality every step of the way. So let's circle all the way back to Mrs. B. How could this have gone differently for her? Well, a goal-oriented memory partner wouldn't have walked in with a mental checklist. They would have focused first on just building a relationship, on getting to know her. They would have tried to understand her goal, which was to feel independent in her own home, and then partnered with her to meet those shared goals of staying safe and healthy. See the difference?
And look, here's the tough part. When a situation isn't working, we can't expect the person living with dementia to be the one to change. Their brain is failing them. We're the ones with the healthy brains. We are the professionals. So we have the power and the responsibility to be the ones to change our approach.
And this really is the ultimate goal, isn't it? Your job isn't just about tasks. It's about being a partner who improves someone's quality of life. Success stops being about a finished to-do list and starts being about a moment of connection, a feeling of comfort, or even just a shared smile.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one question. I want you to carry it with you to every client visit from now on. Before you even walk in the door, just stop and ask yourself, what is my real goal for this shift? Because starting with that question, well, it's going to change everything that follows. Thank you for being a Pansy's Home Care Memory Care partner.